Hello, this is Akila, Tastic Akila, however you want to look at it. I wanted to do like a sort of video tutorial of how I did the sort of seal moving motion things for Mercurial Solstice Course Battle Round 1, and I am trying to speak kind of quietly because it's the middle of the night. So without further ado, I'm going to show you how to make the seal things first. So I have Adobe Illustrator up, and this is what I was doing earlier, so just turn that off. Yeah, you just create a new sort of document. I just have a square thing. It's like based on the HDTV pixels. So I'm going to create a new layer here, and my recording thing is like literally right on top of the layers panel, and I can't see what I'm doing. Alright, so we have a layer, and then we're going to go create a circle, hold down shift to make it circular like that, and then align, center that. I did use a video tutorial for this, so I will link the original one there. This is sort of like an abbreviated version of it. So I'm just going to make this larger, hold down Alt so that's centered, shift again so it keeps the circle, make that as big as my canvas. And this is sort of a guideline for the seals, because what I'm doing is like, it's like a mandala, so it's going to be repeated around the circle. So I'm just going to turn off the stroke so that we don't see that. And then I'm going to go into layer, and there's like this target thing. So I'm going to click on that target, go to Effect, Distort and Transform, and I'm going to make 8 copies, or no, 7, because I want to do 8 total. So that means I need 7 copies along with the original one, and the angle will be 360 divided by 7. Hit OK, and I'm just going to go and make a square. Maybe right here, holding down shift, and make sure you like remember to turn on the stroke. I know I've forgotten to do that multiple times, and it aggravated me when I'm like, why isn't it working? Remember to give a stroke. And so I also increased the points. I made the mistake of making a whole bunch of my things like a single point, so I had to manually go in After Effects and make them all bigger, which was really tedious. So the stroke widths were between like 2 and 6, so we'll make this one 4, and then I have this one here which is 12, and name it because we're going to be importing this into After Effects as a composition. So name this 8. Let's see here, what else do I want? I'm going to make a large circle. This one just sort of normal, Alt and Shift, and then align that to the center. So stroke and give it a dashed line, and then hitting the arrow keys to increase that, and let's increase the weight a little bit so you can see it. And put gaps here, like that. Could add another dash. And nope, don't do that. Make that a lot thicker. So we've got dashes. Ooh, that's a little too big. No, it's fine. We've got squares in here. I'm going to create another sort of thing in another layer. So I'm putting these all in different layers, that way they can all turn independently of each other. So again, I'm going to create a circle, align that center, don't want the stroke, twirl that down, target, effect, distort and transform. This one I will do, I'll do 4, I guess. So 3 copies, 360 divided by 4, and then do polygon, I guess. Yeah. And color. And increase that stroke. Yeah. And put it there. So yeah, you can go into it a lot, tweak it a lot. I'm just gonna leave it like this. Everything's just an outline. Gonna save this. Want it to be maximized to fit with everything. And now I'm going to go into After Effects. Alright, so now I am in After Effects. So make a new composition. Import and import as composition. It's really important. And import that. So now we have this, and I should have named them. This is why you want to name your things. So what I'm going to do is create shapes from vector layer, and then that'll be important for making sort of moving parts. And I'm just going to do that for every one of them. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to actually start with rotating everything. R, press the stopwatch to make it start keyframing, and I'll do like that much, and then really just rotate it. Rotate this the other way. Well, that doesn't really matter, so just do it like that. This is actually not a lot. I'll rotate this one the other way, and this one also the other way. Now we'll see how it looks. Oh, that was very aggressively fast. I was wrong. So reduce that by a lot. Still too much. Alright, I'm just gonna move those over. Still too much. Yeah, that looks good enough. Alright, so now I'm going to go into my layer, twirl that down, add trim paths, and then you can see all of these groups, but they're really shapes. So this is what I meant when I had to go through and change the stroke for every single one of them. Stroke width there. I had to manually go through all of them. So it is possible to change it, which is nice. So I just want to focus on the trim paths right now. And I'm gonna start. We wanted them to be not here. So that's keyframe start, and then to jump to the next one, I hit the K, and then, wait, I don't want it to be all the way there. Let's drag that back. Press J to go back, and then like keyframe it so that you can see it, and then deform. And wow, that's really rotating really fast, isn't that? See, is that better? But yeah, there's that. You can obviously adjust that as you want. So you can do it simultaneously, you can do it individually, which you can't tell, so I'll move this farther out. But they draw one by one. So we'll leave that one like that, because that's kind of fun. Then again, this is just what I've learned from doing this once for MSCB. So there's definitely probably better ways to go about this, but it's just what I learned, and I guess if I can help someone, then that makes me happy. So that's why I'm doing this, I guess, even though I'm not really the most qualified of people to teach. I hit U there, so that is just what is being keyframed. And then hit 0, and you can see everything being drawn. And so then what I did for like the effects, drag that down here, so just scale it down so that it fits. We have this, and the effects that I put on it were just glow. I don't have any sort of, that one doesn't work. I tried to crack it once and I couldn't figure it out, so I don't actually have trap code or magic bullet or anything. So yeah, I think I did white and a color instead of original colors, A and B colors that accesses that. Alpha channels? Ah, there we go. Yeah, glow based on alpha channel. Because there is no color because it's all black. There we go. Oh, intensity. So yeah, I did that sort of thing, and then I also put a radial blur on top of it in the back. Let's turn that off. It wasn't that radial blur, it was CC radial blur. Ooh, we're not happy with this. Alright, I'm gonna do Shift 0 with this to go slightly faster. Or not. Oh yeah, and something that I learned is that if you move this to like quarter, it's a really large difference in like how it looks like. Like the lines are a lot thicker when you do it as quarter instead of full. So yeah, it's just not super accurate. So if you're messing with the effects, do it on full. Close enough, right? So there's that. But I opened up my MSDB file, and let's look at. Alright, so we have Stacey's here. Click U, and so yeah. To do that thing. So now I'm going to look at and see the effects that I put onto it. Alright, so you have Stacey's. Yeah, so I have a glow alpha channel, threshold 0, glow radius 10, glow intensity 1. Make this full. Behind, add A and B colors, and then color A is white, so that white sort of glow, and then color B is orange, which is sort of his character glow. And then put a radial blur, which is that thing behind it, to make it look a bit more glowy. And I think I adjusted the glow a little bit. Looks like I made it bigger, a little more intense. Oh, and the zoom, CC radial fast blur. That was it. The amount, and then I did the zoom to brightest because that really helped it pop a bit more, so you can see the difference. So yeah, that's kind of what I did. I had glows and radial fast blurs, and yeah, when I figured it out, I was really excited. But looking back on this, it's a little lame. But yeah, I hope this was somewhat coherent. If you need help, I will try to help you out with if it's not working or not. I will link the mandala tutorial that I used in the description. And yeah, I hope this was helpful, and thank you for watching.